But I want to talk about roll calling votes. So back to that story, you guys. When I found out that they could pass bills by voice, I also learned floor procedure. So it's like games, right? There's rules on each of us, what we can do. So the next time the bill came up and they were debating the bill back and forth, and I was really paying attention this time, and I had my lovely little book in my lap that I had the rules. The speaker up there, Speaker Maskface is what I call him because I didn't know who it was. He asked for the vote, the voice vote. And this time, so the Democrats are like, yay. And the Republicans over here, nay, because they're used to losing. And right as Speaker Maskface is about to gavel it in, announce the bill has passed, the rule is, as a member of Congress, and any of us can do it, you have to get to the microphone right then, and you have to say, Madam Speaker, I ask for the recorded vote. And I did call him Madam Speaker because gender doesn't count according to our rules. Sorry, anyone. But I did say that. I said, Madam Speaker, I asked for the recorded vote. So here's what happened. It was like just a complete change. When I asked for that, that means at that moment, they have to call all 435 members of Congress, no matter where they are, to come down and vote on that bill. And everyone is on record. That means you can look up how your member, your representative voted. You can look up your member, your representative. You can look up your member. People can look me up and go, did she vote for that or did she vote no for that? What did they do? What did AOC vote? What did Dan Crenshaw vote? What did Eric Swalwell? What did Fang Fang tell Eric Swalwell to vote? You know, they can do all this stuff. So here's the deal. Recorded votes are so important. So I committed myself to that. And I kept on asking for recorded votes. And I kept on asking for recorded votes. And I pissed everybody off. I'm talking about royally.
Good.
Here's what happened. So every time they got called out of their committee meeting. They got called out of their lunch with lobbyists. They got called out of their fundraising calls that they were sitting there begging for money. They had to wake Jerry Nadler up from his nap. I mean, it was unbelievable. Everybody had to come in and vote. What else did it do? It messed up the schedule. Nancy was very upset because they had a whole schedule. Bills were flying through. And all of a sudden, they weren't flying through anymore. Cori Bush's bill. I defeated her bill. It was really important. Her bill actually passed by voice until I asked for the recorded votes.
Whoa.
Which bill was it?
It would have allowed felons in prison to vote.
Oh, wow.
That's what her bill did.
Yeah.
So it won by the voice, but then when you double checked it, they were like, oh, we made a mistake. She didn't.
When I asked for the recorded votes, even Democrats voted against her. Wow. We had 318, I believe it was 318 no votes on Cori Bush's bill to allow felons in prison to vote.
Wow.
So when people say Marjorie Taylor Greene has not been effective in Congress, I'm going to tell you something right now. I've got stories for days. I will argue I've been one of the most effective members of Congress because I have put and led the effort to put the entire United States Congress on record, so that Democrats can look up their representative and say, how did my Democrat that I voted for vote? Republicans, how did my Republican representative vote? I think this is extremely important for everyone across the country to know the job performance of their representative.
The establishment can't be happy with you.
Oh, no. I got in trouble with Republicans, too. As a matter of fact, I got chewed out. I mean, chewed out. You want to know why? Marjorie, people don't want to be on record.
Oh, no.
Meaning they don't want their constituents to know how they voted.
Mm-hmm.
I want that person on record saying that.
Yeah.
That's dirty.
Can you say who it was?
I'm not forcing you to, but
Virginia Fox.
dangerous. That's
It was Virginia
insane.
Fox?
We should
Wow.
all that should be on record. I mean, it's gotta be
I've
on
gotten
record.
to the point where I tell it all. You want to know why? Because I think it's important. Because the way they have treated me, no one defended me. No one defended me. You saw me get kicked off committees. Then there were 11 Republicans that voted with Democrats to kick me off committees because of things they didn't like that I said on Facebook years before I ever ran for Congress or became a member of Congress. It didn't matter what I was when I walked in and swore in or who I was. Didn't matter my great life record, my career, the fact that I've never been arrested, I've never done drugs, that I've raised 3 amazing children. None of that mattered to them. It was, we don't like a few things on Facebook, what maybe she liked or this she possibly said or anything. They kicked me off for that. And then no one defended me.
Yep.
No one defended me and no one helped me.
That really, really pissed me off because Ilhan Omar, of course, has said things that have been condemned across the board and they defend her. And when I refer to what she says as